The reason why I love women in anime is the reason why others despise them. And it's because the character archetypes vary, ranging from different personalities rather than this purposeful, narrow force feeding of unlikable ones. First, you had the fun wild card, loves to drink, whom I would love to go shot for shot with.
Now it's time for all of us to go shot for shot.
Bring us all the Bacardi you got right now!
Spontaneous, unpredictable, never knowing where things are headed next, always keeping the show interesting. Second, you had the femme fatales, which is really hated by some because, God forbid, a woman uses her sexual appeal to lure in her prey that guys instantly become dumbfounded by.
Hi.
You looking for some action?
Well, you might say that. A certain kind of action.
I'm all yours.
Put your hands up.
Makes sense to me, but it's Armageddon for others. Then you have the ones who embrace their womanhood, full of feminine grace. The ones that have a pretty smile that'll melt your heart, with an angelic-like presence that'll stun any man being in awe of. Wife and material all the way. Even tomboys who themselves are a knockout beauty, voluptuous, very likable to watch, able to hang out with the fellas instead of man-hating, who at times crave to embrace their femininity as well to attract the man they have a crush on.
Would he like me better if I acted more like a girl? I'm his fiance, but he treats me like one of the guys.
Along with a mixed bag of other funny women who all overlap. The tsundere type who jokingly has a cold attitude towards the guy, adding to the humor of it all, but eventually warms up to them. But what all of these types have in common that serves as the ultimate reason women in anime get hated on so much is that they're all attractive, beautifully designed, fitting the feminine physique we all love to see.
Look, she bending over. Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Let's not forget the exceptional and well appreciated jiggle physics.
Yes, okay, great. Yeah, okay, cheeky, yeah. Come on, baby, give it to me. Yes, no!
Offering great fan service, which this alone triggers them the most. And with anime being so popular, it's funny to watch journalists find clever ways to navigate justifying their reasoning for watching, even though anime as a whole goes against every bit of their narrative they would like it to be instead. Dandadan's Momo is anime's rebellion against the most sexist Hollywood trope. Reese Witherspoon, which is random as hell, has often voiced her disapproval with how female characters are treated, but Momo from Dandadan would undoubtedly make her proud. And here's the clip this journalist linked to relate to Momo's character somehow.
Women are underrepresented and underpaid in leadership positions. Under 5% of CEOs of Fortune 500 companies are women. Only 19% of Congress is women. No wonder we don't have the health care we deserve, or paid family leave, or public access to early childhood education.
What the fuck are you talking about?
In a pool of female anime characters who pale painfully in comparison to their male counterparts, Momo stands out with her strong personality. She is among the few characters that don't fall into the category that Witherspoon so vehemently disapproves of. Up till now, we thought Momo was revolutionary in the anime sphere, but she's equally impressive for defying Hollywood's problematic practices. This whole statement sounds like it was written by someone suffering from schizophrenia. It's all over the place and such a mixed match, like what the hell does this have to do with that? It's one of those, how can I find a way to suck the fun out of the room and politicize this? What does a lack of women in CEO positions have to do with Momo in the story of Dandadan, a character who fights spirits and at times works alongside them? Many characters are written in a one-dimensional and stereotypical way, especially female characters, who are treated as tools to attract eyeballs or damsels in distress that make the hero look better.
So?
Reese Witherspoon hates the idea of women not knowing what to do. This obsession with Witherspoon is kind of funny, I'll admit, but one thing these types fail to understand is that these characters speak to the innate desires of the people viewing them. Guys look to be the savior of the people they want to protect, and the hero that saves the day rescuing the woman they love deeply. What's the problem with that? There's nothing wrong with this. This has to be one of the biggest psyops in the world to convince people there's something inherently evil about that. It's a huge motivator for men, period. So when we see it on the screen is something that automatically connects with us. And I hate to break it to these activist types, but many women, secretly I believe all, even the ones that protested the most, desire the man that can sweep them off their feet and capable of saving them in any dire situation that proves to be a peril. This is why these stories have been so successful since the dawn of man. I would say Okarun's feelings for Momo is what motivates him the most to being better and becoming stronger. I would also say it's the reason why Fragrant Flowers Bloom with Dignity is highly anticipated this season. It plays into those themes of a beautiful feminine woman who meets this beast of a guy, at least that's how people in the story perceive him, and it follows that Beauty and the Beast kind of archetype, but just finds its own way of telling it. And news alert, people enjoy attractive characters.
No, I don't believe it.
Throughout the first season of Dandadan, Momo saved the day against almost every villain. Okarun's power can only be used for an extremely short period, and he quickly gets worn out. Momo carries the weight of all of the fights, ensuring everyone survives in the chaos of Dandadan. Literally, the last 2 episodes of making this video, Okarun and Gigi have been saving her ass. And I wonder, is she going to stop watching the show now because of that? Is it too offensive?
Gonna cry?
But the thing is, them saving Momo, there's nothing wrong with that, nor when it's vice versa. But this feeds into my point I've made a few videos back of the difference in how fans will view and critique entertainment and how journals will do so. All they see is women must be like men and strong at all times. Femininity is disease that women must reject. And I've stated this already, but to them, a woman who is feminine, soft-spoken, pure, they see them as a character that's underdeveloped, like they're defective somehow, malfunctioning if they aren't imitating a man at every second being masculine. And that's just an observation I've seen repeatedly.
Message!
Female characters in shonen are often pushed to the sidelines or reduced to the role of the protagonist's love interest.
Duh.
That's because shonen is a genre that mainly caters to males' interests and what they want to see. But as I mentioned before, these people have an obsession with shonen, constantly complaining about it but still choose to only watch shonen, wanting to change everything about it. That's like getting mad at a gay romance story because it doesn't have a straight lead.
Dumbass.
It's typical in shonen for the woman to be the love interest, and there's nothing wrong if her role doesn't go beyond that. This is like a soft manipulative conditioning to convince people there's something wrong if that's the case when it's not. If the main character is a guy, then all the other characters should assist and revolve around him. His character development takes priority. And if that's something that's not for you, there's thousands, literally thousands of other anime that offer exactly what you're looking for of many genres.
Thank you!
And here's another article of someone trying to rationalize fan service in Chainsaw Man. How is Chainsaw Man unproblematic despite Fujimoto's constant fan service? The fan service in Chainsaw Man is narratively important. As a result, we see how shallow a concept it is. Generally, female characters, of course, here they go, are sabotaged greatly for the sake of fan service. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself because I love how these journalists keep proving my point. Chainsaw Man uses fan service to drive a point home. The characters are flawed, somewhat corrupt, but extremely lonely. They're taking it one day at a time. Every character clings to someone or something to survive in this world. Fan service is a shallow concept, but it helps Denji. However, the pointlessness is also addressed with urgency. Chainsaw Man is the best example of how to do fan service right without making the character suffer.
Shut when you think about it.
Like I said, these people will reach for the stars to justify their reasoning to watch something that goes against their activist narratives. This attempt to intellectualize fan service is so desperate it makes me pity these journalists. It's like that old Reese's commercial. There's no wrong way to do fan service. As the creator of Kill la Kill said in his defense of fan service, this is what we need to do for the sake of humanity's immunity.
Damn straight.
Hell yes.
But that's all I had for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like I said, I love women in anime. They're fascinating to watch, well written, and if it was up to these journals to write them, they would suffer a massive downgrade, but luckily that hasn't happened yet. Also, if you haven't already, check out my music on Spotify, links in the description. If you love those Samurai Champloo, lo-fi mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. And if you want to support me and the content I create, consider joining my channel through memberships. It's much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.